been on and dance here?
It's 15 years since it's been on television, but we did tour with it for 2 years, and we finished in the summer. So it was just like, I don't know, first day we were a bit nervous, weren't we? But yeah, no, it was just like we'd never been away, really, weren't it? She can't talk when she's eating toast, so I'll do all the talking. No change.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We're shooting the exterior of Stubby's Aussie Barbie pub. We have 8 scenes here today, and we're desperately fighting the rain. The joys of filming in October in London.
Okay, stand by, rehearsing, and
Yes.
action.
Lovely. Thank you.
We're 15 years older.
Not that we
No,
look it.
I know, yeah, we look exactly the same.
How old are we?
We're 177 between the three of us.
77 is me!
Boom, boom. They've got new characters in there.
Charlie, see the start. Just be looking down.
Charlie, my son, plays Travis.
Who's Tracy's son?
But as he's grown up with Lindsay Robson, Auntie Linda, it's all kind of very incestuous.
So he's got 2 mums on this show.
Happy, John and Gareth?
Yeah, Leslie, just back an inch from that smart, please. Oh, sorry, not Leslie, Paul, Linda.
Linda.
Linda, thank you, Linda.
Luscious Linda.
Thank you.
We've got Garth, who was Tracy's son from the original series.
Who's moved to Australia, and he's turned up with a new partner and a daughter, and it causes a bit of fuss in the house, really. Cheeky cat. Dorian's character's written 50 Shades of Green. She ends up coming to stay at Sharon and Tracy's. We need the money. We don't really want her there, but we need her money.
They wouldn't. 3.
Beauties.
Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before.
Right, sit down now.
That'd be their West
What
End
a
musical
beauty.
career out the window then.
So that's how we all back together again.
Toast has gone now, Miss Quirk.
There's still one bit left. I'm undecided whether I want it or not.
At the moment we're filming World of Quid, which is where Pauline gets a job and I then have to go and get a job. And I'm her store manager, which is extremely vexing to her because I boss her around. And this is a particular episode where Barry Quid, who is the founder of World of Quid, comes to pay a visit.
Oh, hello, madam. Let me shake you by the hand. In these dark times of austerity, I feel blessed that my unbeatably low prices are helping you and your family enjoy a quality of life you could otherwise only dream of.
I've been the warm-up turn, as it were, for Birds of a Feather from way back.
Hello, everyone!
And I'm delighted to say the girls have had me back to do the warm-ups, even though they remember the jokes, they've not changed.
I'm your friendly warm-up man. I'll come and warm you up, all right, love.
But even more exciting, I'm in it now, playing Barry Quid.
It's mucky, from page 1 to page 287.
So you've read it then?
You can't know the devil unless you've stared him in the face.
Don't ask, it's a quid. This is my empire. Everything's a pound, which is quite good value. I mean, look, you've got a complete colouring case, just for £1. Linda Robson's got her eyes on that one. Pauline, I don't know what she'd fancy, maybe a nice little bedtime story. She could read that to Charlie and to Steve, her husband. And I don't know what Leslie would have. She'd probably have a double matching bedspread. Very seductive. Very nice.
181, take 3.
And action.
Morning, shoppers! Hello, madam.
You are aware that Barry Quid is here on a tour of his empire. It's great to play a character that's a bit ridiculous, really, but I try and base her on something real, that she's not too over the top, she's not ludicrous. She's just sort of a life force, really. She's just an older woman trying to act young and trying to still enjoy her life, and that's just Dorian, really.
See, that's lovely for that. And what's your standing up position, Leslie, please?
Well, here, look round there, and about
So I think we
here.
have to accommodate that, sir, and then we're laughing.
It's just really weird. It doesn't seem like there's been 15 years. And there has, but it's sort of gone like that. He's selling my book for £1.
No! 2 for £1.
And it's lovely. I mean, I wouldn't like to play Dorian without the girls. You know, it's just the 3 of us back together again. It's fantastic. We'll see about this.
Cut. Thank you very, very much. Well done. Thank you.
Well, this is week 6 of Birds of a Feather, and we're just in the middle of constructing the guest set, which is a pub this week.
The original pub was a lot more complicated architecturally, and so we scaled it, quite a lot of it down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doors, you.
Nikki, my art director, and I did a site survey. We measured all of the doors and the windows and the things that were going to be a direct match. Some of it was true scale and some of it was just whatever would fit in the space that we've got left in the studio. We kept all the original panelling that would have been inside the real pub and just embellished it. We got a scenic artist in who did some kind of Maori-inspired paintings on the walls and on the tables, and it was slightly inspired by some boomerangs that we randomly ordered off the internet, and hired in the odd prop like the kangaroo. We put that set in and the main set from 11:30 till about 7, 8 or 9, kind of depending on what time. We finish when we finish on Friday night. Much the disgust of boys sometimes.
And action.
I didn't suggest anything. What you eat, that mothball turned my stomach. Well, truthfully. This is studio day, so we get picked up about 9 o'clock. We get here and we get shown our dressing rooms. We get given codes for our dressing rooms and we can never remember the codes. So we have to get Sam, who looks after us, to come and let us into our dressing rooms. Then we get down to the studio floor and see all the crew. A lot of the crew that we worked with on the original Birds 15 years ago, 25 years ago it started. So it's really nice. It's like going to work with all your mates.
The year I was thinking about.
That could be a 2-shot, I think.
The year I was thinking.
We start blocking each scene by scene, so that takes quite a long time, all according to where the cameras are and if the cameras can get in position and if we find our light, because light is very important for us. Wrinkly Old Birds, obviously as the years have gone by we need more lights. We're HD now, as everyone keeps reminding us. So you can see everything, every little whisker, everything.
Can I give shot 131 to camera 2, please, making a mid shot of Tracy.
Stand by. And action.
Well, you haven't managed it.
Oh, it's beautiful! It's beautiful!
She's bitten the curtain.
All right, let's stagger.
It's a beautiful moment.
Let's try and get through it, okay? Let's try and get through it.
Yes.
Here we go. Right.
Yeah.
Ready? Here we
Comedy
go.
is serious.
Stand by. And
Oh, come on, let's stagger through the others and have lunch. Come on.
Well,
Yeah.
you haven't managed it.
And then we have lunch and then we carry on blocking. Oh, she's all of those and she's irresponsible.
I'm not irresponsible.
As I say, it takes quite a long time. You're... All right, Des, sorry. Just remembered, unlucky I sit. Right, and then I say...
You are irresponsible.
You are irresponsible. I bet you ain't even signed on. Then we go down and get last touches makeup. We get really nervous then before we're about to go on. We hate the bit waiting at the side. Just the audience are all there. We can hear the audience there. Cameramen, everybody, all the crew are all ready. And then we get introduced by our warm-up. Normally Ted Robbins, who we had originally all those years ago, so we know all his jokes because he tells the same jokes, but the audience don't.
Hello everyone, Ted's my name, Ted Robbins with your show. Hello Teddy! The warm-up artiste is the person that nobody ever sees really, unless you come to the studio. Warm yourselves up, turn to the person on your left and say hello, how are you? Go on. But we're the people who welcome an audience to the studios and explain what's going on and all this technology. And you just need someone to make an audience relax and get into the show really and laugh along so we can record it. It doesn't sound terribly false, the laughter, you know. It's not like watching telly at home sitting smiling at it. If you've got a titter, let it out, let it go. A big belly that we record all the laughter. So when they come along, everybody sits in their seats, has a look round, and the first thing they see is me in front of them. Saying hello to them. A sort of Butland Redcoat. All right, love. Just getting everybody nice and relaxed, and then I'll introduce the cast, our guest members, and then I'll introduce the birds of a feather themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, will you meet those birds? The very own birds. It's Dorian, it's Tracy, it's Sharon, it's Leslie Joseph, Linda Robson, and Pauline Quirk!
get introduced, the three of us together, and we go out and just sort of wave, hide our bingo wings as we're waving at the audience.
Give them all a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And then we get into the recording. Are we ready? Are we poised? Like a coiled spring? Do things a couple of times, sometimes 2, 3 or 4 times, depending on camera shot, angle. I think some people think it just goes through in half an hour, but it certainly doesn't. You've got so many different costume changes and scene changes that people need to be kept up to date, hopefully entertained, and will stay in their seats and enjoy the show for the duration. All right, take 2, loves. Loving your work. Here we go.
We look forward to it, I think. We look forward to showing what we've done all week, showcasing it to the audience and making them laugh.
There's a definite anticipation of what's about to happen, you know, like I feel that all day. You know, especially because the part that I've got kind of comes in and out. I have a lot of time in this room, you know, to kind of go, oh, remember your lines, you know, and that kind of thing, you know. So I do get myself a little bit worked up, but it's always great. You know, the crowd are always fantastic. The audience is so good here, you know. So and they really love the show, which is what's so great about it. Is you really kind of you really feel like you're walking out to people that genuinely.
I think it helps that we all get on as well. Like we're not generally not saying it. You can see that we are literally a collective, and we do really get on with each other, which just makes it 10 times easier, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're all there. If someone mucks up, you laugh, you do it again, and it's so easy that way in that aspect, I think.
When Marcus married Wendy, I hated it. She was everything I wasn't. Sweet, home-loving, arse the size of Belgium.
The first muck-up is always glorious, you know, so I look forward to that every week.
There's always a bit that we're always, you know, got a little bit that's a bit sticky or that you fluff on all the time, and you just hope you're going to get it right, obviously, on the night.
That's what being a parent's all about.
What we've learned is that no matter what happens, we're all there for each other, and the audience love it. The more mistakes you make, the more they enjoy it, really, because I think they know the character so well.
Oh God! Oh God, not God.
And if you swear or whatever, hopefully there's not any children in the audience, then it's okay, because I do tend to say quite a lot, and poo bums when I'm trying to behave. That's what I say.
Whatever. Not poo bum.
But yeah, no, once we've got that first scene under our belt, we sort of enjoy it then.
After the first scene, it's a bit more, you know, a bit more relaxed.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think the good thing about it is that it's genuinely so much fun. Once recording starts, well, before recording starts, the whole week is fun, but especially the record just feels just fun. You know, it's just one of those jobs that you just look forward to all week.
Thank you very much.
And then, so we get through the show, and we thank everyone for coming to our bingo wings again. And then we go straight up to the green room, hospitality, and then we have a few little drinkies. Our family comes to the show, and then we get cars home, and then that's the end of that episode.